wade hu e de ma Ghana ye dwade titru ene wonu a ekra niam afiri abrochire ba omemu ene wonu a wonso e de niam afiri omemu ekọ abrochire ekoton intinen komoyi ehu behia se ye behia wo mo ma ben paaye nenom edin komo ene de asesem yanko MPP yanko NDC ye de adwadifo na nkasa ena aba ye ko Ghana Union of Traders Association na director of communication openi okasa de momo ora Joseph Paddy yen sakano sanso na ye call the Exports and Importers Association of Ghana na yeton safre omo executive director the incoming chairman edema PNC amanyukono ora orumonyamfo Samson Asaki Awingobet mbere majo emakwa baba UTV so
Emia etia wahwe motifo na enyumre etia edwadefo so
obi ajo
omo na maso economy ni mu ane ye wo bibie wo ye nyomo anka economy
enka
ajegu bebi obi aba 70% of economy na wa ho wonsem ntie Ghana fo edwadefo no ene ya so mu ama enemre mi bibie wo ye wo enye sa de anka ebejegu kra ya na maboy abaso
ya bebo na me sha se me kan se edwadefo mu na mu kra
sa pepe
Mr. Awingobet, congratulations.
In advance, right?
In advance.
Thank you very much.
I'm to abane.
Dabe yan to abano.
What dabe?
Me charity for you now.
Okay.
Na me chairman ni abe ma
Paddy.
Senior comrade ya ba share wa ha.
Okay.
Na ka ye say yan to aba come Saturday PNC. I say ye to aba ba yi next national executives and then a flag bearer to contest the 2024 elections.
Okay.
Unfortunately, as part of our process, the balloting was done a day before yesterday. Then, as at the day before yesterday, they were not unable to finish the process, and send the document. You have to send those who have been shortlisted to contest now and qualified now and cleared by the veteran to.
You have a pass. There's a little problem with the sound. Okay. Will come. You have a sound the whole and come not chairman, incoming chairman for PNC next week Tuesday. Where we near we. Yamin Sawum. Inshallah. Yes.
Amen.
Mama Shasiem Femfree Ura Paddy Joseph Onomo. Dr. Mahmoud Bamia, MPP flag bearer, was a bold solutions. John Dramani Mahama, NDC, resetting Ghana. Edwadifo, mo fan o mo ka ho asem no. Opani fa iwura mu MPP woni say NDC so hu o mo de nse.
Yo menyo, me da se me se no ka na sa pepe manifesto mi nyina me obu o menim ha.
Ana dugu anu ma.
Ana dugu anu ma.
Ko mi so court.
Every so mo dey release here no. Mafima nemo afi manifesto yi aje bakon a edwadefo yeni aje ho ne se omo manifesto omo tunu di se people's manifesto nemo yen se stakeholders manifesto esan se ansa no baba sha se no almost all FNC say omo parties nyina eba ye na ase eba gi ye input
okay
and ti se kan bi a on ba ko she dem no ma church bibia be se Ghana fo we na mu hia na we de on ba ye na se be se enema ye fi se omo ye edibo edwadi a ebeboa edwadifo
okay
nti honorable lamba ye na se Dr. Bauma
Balankash
yeah obaye
afafranto
no obaye ebe di ye input vice president o man team no Dr. Alajima onu so man team no baye onu ankasa so be share enu echi no so NDC for so baye otuku no ni team
John Dramani Mahama
onu ankasa so ba John Mahama ankasa be frɛ
okay
yen ni ko share HBB hotel wo East Legon baby hotel East Legon ko share ebisa ye input nti omo ba bonten di manifesto no baye ye hwɛ mu no ehu sɛ input bi omo bisa bia no ebum which means enema ye kan nyina no omo gitum
okay
enema ha dwadifo nyina no omo so omo gitum ena omo di nhyehyɛ bi abetum sɛ abetu kwan mu sɛ omo ba nyame ye omo adom no so mo wini a enema na ye kan nyina omo hwɛ no medis na onye promise na wo manifesto na timeline wo mu nyina 4 years o
timeline
if you nine want to hear if you nine na ebi say same if you nine and never be wo mu you betima ya na you betima ya it is possible everything is possible in life under the sun yes nti you betima ya say betima ya dia ekwan be so ne be fa so aye and the second step essentially here what share bono because in pempi no na ye share bono so they do famiko na oyo na ehu aye asem kakra
open any ho the willingness
to do it I say political will be any but because the time because I say we say invitation make say maybe twemu a no more na culture the brain so we dey input ewum nti say when on my man hwehwe dia ye mo
okay
nti bi say before ye can say ye ma a omudi dwa say omo won fa so papa na ye kokuma se ko ye program bi
okay
ohene bi bae o say ni na ni ma meton kontomre e wo dwom ene no da hwe omo ama na wi university na obe ohene nti sa ma me na oton kontomre no okobo bi se o bank oji ni 30% no edwedi ni bebe one e wo no na say na manifesto bi aba say mi bebie a women's bank dia asomase ama mo cheaper creditor adipa
okay
say MPP manifesto no say mi bebie SME bank ama man ama mo cheaper creditor adipa into say input na nyina no say the reason why dwedi encompass cost of doing business okrom ha into almost who say and cost of doing business
ni eboka
kappa because but make go business at the rate of 35% to 40% dey dwa ben a bonya mfa so ahwe o my school fees into ni nyina ya dia na ha adwadefo because microfinance be more 10% per month into which is per annum you are paying over 120% on the facility when you fukra na be 5% the more for a month until for 1 year you are paying about 60%. Wow. You know, back about business 60% the drama etumpo. It was ye ma me mu bibia mo na wa na mo. Until say obi aba say ye pe kwan ya be hwehwe ama ma no ho ahiha mo a de pese bo ma ba so. Until nuna ye input ye no say
and be NDC the women development bank aba no.
What I say?
Omo de ba.
Omo so de ba no. And na Alan so the traders bank e ba.
And na the
bank e ba.
Sika kra be.
And na even say ba me so say me the SME bank for women e ba. I'm telling you, we hold them by this words. Say see ano all that we need from them say enyema na okan nyina no e so de ose eyoyo. And na baby I be do say hold on.
MPP manifesto and some the
about the implementation na ho akoya asem. Enu ni asem no. And na see we hold stakeholders and trans bi mo. Yenye hwe biom. We hold them by the horn. We hold them by their response. We hold them by their oh yes, see ano say your input won. We are partners in national development. Nti your partners here o chia say true. Nti we take part say ano omampeni o say the man be an spectators biom. No. Yes, you participate at least nti sa assurance now there my is enough. Nti sa dem na yehwehwe so nti afi manifesto no seriously stakeholders manifesto. Wow. Because omo die input and the input no omo die so no omo die aye omo dey shame na a cast second leg the second leg ni say ekwan be
bo woman away
nti ekwan be so na mo be fa aye sa nyama na ma hyehyɛ no so also be tax be free ekwan be no be fa so eye free ho so also be bie women's banking ekwan be no be fa so sika no kofa no wo he ni nyina so me hu they will hold you by that. Na say mo ebu ha yesu betimi aboa aso ano na yesu aboa as stakeholders because in their partners enti nema na ebo na wa hye no say ekwan ben na obefa hye bo no keke say ni feni so beto bo abo no yeden ni na gina bibi enti die na wona esisu me hu ade a wona esisu a wo de share sa ebo no enu na edwadefo any business community nyina ye hwehwe free sa feni say politicians ho.
Okay. Ola Joseph Badi, Director of Communication, Ghana Union of Traders Association Guta and attending Kano. The Executive Director, Export and Importers Association, incoming Chairman, PNC. It's a BBA to Tum. Do you say Tuesday and I'm about no basso?
Yes, to me chair PNC for you now, a work Ghana ha delegates, sympathizers, and more they believe in the People National Convention Party.
Okay.
We were supposed to have our National Delegate Conference come off this Saturday, but 1 or 2 reasons. Easy, I say Tuesday.
Coming Tuesday.
Coming Tuesday.
Okay.
We'll do nationwide elections.
Okay.
And it will be done at regional levels.
I'm 2 regions in
Greater Accra until Sadana. You first to say, despite group, media, small reporters all over the country. Then they will report what is happening. Because we'll be electing the presidential candidate, we'll be electing national chairman, and all the national executives, which I will go with, is going to be the next chairman to lead the PNC and to make sure that we rebrand, we reposition. And I can tell you, before 2028, you if you don't take care, you will join the PNC under the leadership of our approach. Yes. And say, I didn't say,
so yeah, the PNC, yeah, a show, sir. Brandon, I'm an eye.
It's on power 2028, sir.
No, I mean, of course, if the party is well positioned, I'd come 2028 because Ghanaians actually want minority party to come. One of my cardinal point is to look forward to see how we the Nkrumahs will come together. Okay. If I become the next national chairman, and I will have to convince my presidential candidate to say, look, can we get the Nkrumahs to come together? For Ghanaians, and including your good self, you have been calling that there's a need for the Nkrumahs to come. So that's why I want to become the next chairman, and let's see how we the Nkrumahs will come together, and Ghanaians will give us their blessings.
Mona mo kra eniema ifri abrochiri eba my emu mesamba osubiem but we dey me mo kra eniema ni bi that import and export some of that NDC can PP the flat rate beba yebema Ghana port aye 47 Togo de no ebi no muso mu say
Adipa because minua Ushe enema ekoso airport we have lost a lot of business airport because enema no can say traffic I walk airport no abafom atiaba for identity enema bo cost of doing business at the port no was so essence no we have lost business to our neighboring countries Togo, Nigeria, Benin, Ivory Coast, any Senegal. We've lost business to them. Oh yes. And the identity na Ghana ni ebe kraniama edi akofa Togo no we year free Togo edi aba Ghana your port fe si ha because or the fact Ghana enema bo din wo ho cumulatively duty rate okruma enema most about 55%. Duty rate cumulatively na 55%. Yes uka obi bia boma ufa one bill of a document offense duty paper it's about 50 to 50. Now if you 52%. If you just imagine so Ukraine about $100,000 now we do it in almost about $52,000. I didn't see. Now Banisana compliance Ukraine form. Because nipa pay we say me say man. Banisana no da kofa Togo. No what from Maba. Who are you supporting? You are supporting the economy of Togo. You see, I didn't think I say Kobanesa. Nancy research kakra ekofa Togo no the we are uhwe epunu so a shift guhon omutwa dogo abeyi ma menua we embe show
kese nema ekoso waro
mi catch enema ekoso hon so ba ye ha ehon nyira eho ya we identity even in Crawford no patronize your port to so munya Burkina for inland countries no Burkina Faso Mali ni Niger for so mun patronize because enema boy dey it is say omo trust hu say ampa we are losing business to these people because of me say only Togo for crowd say inland countries no omo yinema for omo concession maybe some about 30% concession me oh yes well concession be yes and just say me say
we Ghana but nim all this why
inti Argentina biza hu say Argentina yen Crawford ebe ha omo akra ne mafa we risk involved no wako yine mafa Togo no mafa afla oba point ne accident be sine ne say ya bende mi wa anka or you know tema he ya nti Argentina on tete ene see if more or less divide and na omo ne mafom na nkofo bebre nkra ne mama ene me no kase mi nia o kra Toyota Corolla e de bakrom ha duty kwa na mo saba Corolla 2016 Corolla and na mo saba 46,000
hey
oh yes
46,000 Ghana cedis.
Sako Ukoyi Kakano.
None overturn the same.
Overturn the same. Sister, any more maybe Missing more Madame for Bua Brochi or agent or a furniture or shipping yama or think of focus a good ship ni yard hono or be a messani castle. And which me farmer because of the Baba Boca. Oh, into the position
Overturn the same.
Overturn the same when the better
Tower Brucho.
Fancy to bear $4,000 in poor. O can you buma? Can't be doing a moment 120,000. Overturn the same.
Kura get away.
Oh, into any more when you know me why no.
Yeah, for 25,000, 30,000.
No, 16,000. Can be 16,000.
Then everybody say.
Oh, everybody say. Or couple with a friend say exchange rate are cost ratio so it can be. Oh, what I say. Into any man boy, Missy me call Togo or agent be or say, we new car or Togo, a full chain. A friend say, Kada da could be you are. So you come out there the other way around, opposite.
Okay. Right.
It's any way, Munina, I just say, and part a dready, any a dready you do a pot on a was no maybe Bafahono.
All right. PNC chairman, incoming chairman, Ofri Tamato. Chairman, Yanshe, oh, the Ofri pot 1 hour to the beer, 1 hour, no. Sir, rates. Flat rate a day ba ebe boa ene jawda manyuko akese no a day ba afam dwumadi ho no say na ho no.
Okay, Becca Sassam no, but let me perceive sa Women's Bank and SMB Bank that buy and both political parties say omo person on Pembra no. Na be say who say is it not prudent for them to rather re-strategize and reposition NIB and Agricultural Development Bank? Because NIB was there for industries.
Okay.
And Agric was there for agri-industries.
Okay.
I don't think these banks are now doing universal banking. What did I say?
Okay.
So, say, well, any money, Yamfa, a sum, say. The young country say they should do based on the reason why they were set up. Because if not, it's unbecoming. Hey, Exim Bank, John Mama time, now almost setting up, and Afghanistan almost setting up.
Yeah.
Bisamu, good at here. How the last time they've gone there? Any importer, my people who bring rice, frozen chicken, and other things, when they are clearing, a percentage goes to Exim Bank. Till but no any importer or exporter has ever go there and get it. But what happened? Anytime there's in government, they give to political apparatus. So we are bringing more banks. I don't think we need more banks, but we rather need to reposition those banks that I'm talking about, and bring and tell them that, but look, interest loans should come down drastically.
Okay.
Who share the two manifestos now? They talk about job creation. If the industries that you intend to expand production now, and you are not ready to give them loan with 10% per annum or 6% per annum, you have not spoken about special utility tariff to give to industries. Special utility tariff to give to industries. And both the two manifesto that I read, I've not seen anywhere that they make any deliberate attempt to say we will give special utility rate to industries. But if they wake up the same two political power, they wake up the point fingers at important say we are bringing even toothpaste and everything. In those areas, cost of borrowing is cheaper. Cost of utility tariff, they give them special. China and others that the people runs there, they give them special utility tariff, deliberate one to make sure that they expand the manufacturing base.
Okay.
And that's what I look forward to see. Besides that, yes, I see the tariff of taxes John Mama or NDC intend to scrap. They are good ones. And I also see the type of taxes the MPP and Bawumia is saying that he also intends to bring flat rate and make our pot equate a pot like that. But the point is, we need timelines. Where I sit, we need timelines. Then, as my brother said, 4 years is guess they will come and they will do budget. But what suffices me is that the promises from the new Patriotic Party leader is what I'm scared. I'm scared because one, you preside over IMF $3 billion, and that IMF $3 billion that you preside over, some of these sustainability taxes, and I'm sure if tomorrow if you go to your accounts and ask them whether is there any money that GRA comes for it to them for every quarterly under the sustainability taxes, those e-levies, those COVID levies, and other things that they didn't take off, special import levies that we've been crying that they have to take it off, that they didn't take it off. It was as a result of the that $3 billion US. Today, the new Patriotic Party president is telling us, say, the taxes the fiscal expenditure that he intends to cut is 3%, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
and that the taxes that he wants to scrap will not even it's not up to 1%. Yes, Sunday or last Sunday or media engagement.
Media press.
So the question is, so you know all these things, and when 2024 budget was presented in 2023, that we were calling that COVID level should be scrapped, we were calling E level should go, we were calling that 2% special import level should go, that 2.5 VAT upfront tax should go. You couldn't tell the president, look, if you scrap it, it will still not affect the government revenue. Because the question that they asked was, this thing that you say you do, where will you get the money? They said it is not even up to 1%. But we said, and that is, so if it is not up to, I don't know, allow the business community, as we speak, many business people have lost their business, have lost their capital. I'm telling you, have lost people begin to say, so papa your business. People have made losses, revenue man by man says over 50% consistently. People have relocated to Togo and Ivory Coast.
Hey.
Yes. So if you are not telling me you want to do flower too, lucrative. What are the terms and conditions of that flower you are talking about? One, semen kofa emo, 20-footer container. Paddy kofa sugar, 20-footer container. Work of tea roll, 20-footer container. So I see flower the same thing you understand the same thing. Many way, yes, too.
Say,
the value is not there. The sugar value is there. See, amount value is there. I hope you get it.
And the flat rate in cry doesn't.
Again, you cannot just wake up if you become president 2025. You cannot just wake up and say, I'm making Ghana fresh by giving them flat rate. You have to go back to ECOWAS. Every day I'll be asking this question. GRA is mute. The GRA is mute. The custom division is mute. They know that we have implemented ECOWAS common extended tariff. FIC is running as highest as 35% import duty. Omo cooking oil. Omo frozen chicken, frozen meat. They are paying 35%. Tomatoes and other 35%. Emo 20%. This is also flat rate. No, you cannot go unilateral that by your budget, first year budget, the Ghana Parliament cannot get say, okay, the president say he wants to be flat rate. We agree. They can do. You have to go back. Trade minister, finance minister will have to go to ECOWAS commission to argue and to justify. By the time they'll come back and go to Ghana Parliament, for Parliament to now accept it before it can be actualized. So by that time, no, which year is this? 4 years, no cry. Is it going to be your first year budget? Is it going to be your second year budget? Is it going to be your third budget? So we don't want anything to come and get put. Look, we don't want any Sugar West. Somebody asked me between the NDC manifesto and the MPP manifesto. I said in MPP, NDC, and in NDC time, when they want to introduce something and we check them, they will not call us for meetings, but they will do what we want. So we have that experience. And the MPP during Ken Oforiatta, the last one was 2022 budget. When Gupta Kumasi locked down, or trade shop owners and traders, they called them shop owners and traders in Kumasi, locked down for 3 days. It turned as Osante Ohema, Yanana, to go and plead with them to open. Gupta did 2 days. The president invited them and said, look, that was the time we were negotiating for the $3 billion. IMF, yeah. And said they will do something. Before Jack, we rather saw that they've increased our VAT to 15%. On the NDC manifesto, they are saying that get found that we said that can Oforiatta decouple it. That health insurance that he decouple it, making it a huge cost on the importer now if you are calculating duty in the port now. They are saying that they will amend it.
Yeah.
Because when you decouple it, it is now a cost to us. It used to be one. You take import duty, maybe I brought rice, 20% import duty over $100,000. They add it back, then they take 2.5 straight away. But and can offer that. He decoupled 2.5 get fund on its own. 2.5% health insurance on its own. So I'll take 30% of import value of 100,000, then add it back, take VAT, add it back, take get fund, add it back, take health insurance, add it back, take COVID levy, add it back, take special import levy, add it back. So
the tax be brave.
And now somebody is saying that I can do this, I can do this, I can. Then the question is, we also know that these conditions by IMF is running for 3 years. So first year has come. This 2024 is first year, isn't it? 2026, 2025 is second year. 2026 is the third year. So are you saying if there's a new government that will come, maybe they can go to IMF and discuss and decide, oh, we were in government. But you have decided, you have negotiated for these conditions. Okay. How will you be able to take this thing off? They have to come and convince us.
Okay. Wow.
We won't just take it as a face value, but we will accept, we will applaud them that at least the amount they get for to say party can say but the point here is both the NDC and the NPP, they have not given us timelines.
Okay.
That if they come to Abaya,
maybe 100 days.
Your mama they honor can say 100 days.
Yeah.
Or say 100 days. But but I have a little doubt because your first 100 days. Are you sure you have done appointment of your ministers, vetting and approval, and they'll present budget within the first 100 days?
Was it first 2 weeks? No, appointing ministers.
But they have to go through vetting and approval.
For first 14 days.
Then they'll put budget together. Then they'll take it to Parliament. The Parliament will approve before we come to implement it. The first 100 days is not going to be feasible. But at least he has given us a promise, isn't it?
And a timeline.
And the timelines, yes. He has been specific. But the other one, it is vague.
Okay. All right. The incoming chairman for PNC, the executive director, Export and Import Association of Ghana, Samson Asaki Awingobet, and our Telinka. Chairman.
Yeah.
Member of Joseph Paddy. Nafi. You're brand new because your next show.
Okay. Adebakwa omuka yeso na eto asum tax reforms.
Tax amnesty.
Amnesty and the reforms. We need a general overhaul of our tax system because your tax reforms are a compliance level no and form. Okay. Because they be na for pay ways and means because the tax rate no it was so dominion. It was so tax rate COVID-19 get fund NHI okaboma una mom about 22%. Inti say ebi mutua 4%. Say VAT ebi mutua 22 ebi musuntua bi ye nyina so odwanum. Inti sa reform so mo de ba no or say say obema tax waivers bi ama hwan han no say omo tax waivers no na incentives na just imagine say o the kana ban so the sa kana chewa that money becomes a capital to you because that you apply it back into your business into the power some to me the or say you're not almost my tax waivers no let us to start on a fresh note in there e be boa e nyina na the idea back e be boa say I see a tax rate hukum ha no e ba from.
Okay, I think I also saw something good in the NDC manifesto that says that if you start businesses the first 2 years or so you will not pay income tax and corporate taxes. Yeah. I think it's also good. But the NDC also says that they will give you tax amnesty. Yeah. And then everybody will start afresh. You know, GRA always come to audit institutions and say you
about 5 years.
Yes, exactly. So that one is Bawuna is saying that he will clear that one off. So all of us will begin. But the point is we need all the two policies is good, but we need timelines to place on them. So at least when business person I'm speaking, when advocate person as I'm speaking, I will know you told us this time you do A, B, C, D. We are still looking. We haven't done it. Why haven't you done it?
But I will go back. But come kind of say Ghana port and Togo port.
Yes.
Per se Ghana ye cheaper than Togo. But you say Togo crowns, a free port. Can it be possible?
So the question is, I want to emphasize that the vice president didn't have a conversation with GRA again on this matter. Yes, and if they do tomorrow morning, I'm sure they will come to respond to what I'm going to say. In Togo port, when you bring the goods to the port, you the importer. The goods is sitting somewhere. We call it cargo holding area. So if Bongo de Guerra is coming to buy the goods from me, you come to me, the importer. I will tell you the quantities you want. Then I'll tell you the cost. You pay to me. Then I'll give you a kit. If it's a car, if it's right, if it's what, then you go to the custom of Togo. Then the Togo will custom will then assess you. When they assess you, the buyer, who will pay the duty to the state? and they now take the goods there to the economic zone. They call it economic zone. Here in Ghana we call it Makola or Obosoka or spare parts at what call it? Abosokai. Okay, or Okasi. But in Ghana here, when you bring your goods, you have to cough the money. If it's 3 million Ghanaians, you have to cough the money to pay before you can take your goods. So, and the government is spending from consolidated account as it goes. So, I don't know, even those who have custom border warehouses outside the port, last year, ending to the December, GRA goes to them and says, look, we need money. So, I don't know how that is going to be done. And our port is congested already. So, are we going to bring the cargo with there? So, when I get the buyer, the buyer could pay me my money. Then go for this, so that it's not the headache of the importer to say, as my cargo is going for 21 days, they may confiscate it. It may go to UCL, unclear cargo list, then they may confiscate it. And I might not have the access. I'm told that this current custom boss is even helping importers now. If they say your goods go on a UCL, unclear cargo list, that means they should sell it. But at beginning, at some regime, why your goods go there? But this custom boss will say no, the importers should be given the first opportunity to buy first. Okay. So the current custom boss is doing it extremely very well. Okay. So we need to ask all these important questions. Then he said he's going to do, Estonia, that's why they did the studies. Estonia is not somewhere near here, but you see when we say, but we can't tell people that we should believe him. And so I believe in him. But I strongly believe that we still have to say we the technocrat and traders public to discuss this issue.
Thank you so much.
Steady kakrebi wo Togo port. Togo port on clear cargo list no kan wasem no. O custom officer on timi nton on clear cargo list.
Okay.
Say o di dem ba aban be mo be 30 days. Na fa copy no so to any free port o asa na mo kan no nyesa na tie. O di dem ba mo be 30 days fa be untimi ntua for 30 days na be tua. After 30 days o say apply bi so unya nya sika no. Until another 30 days after yes, after 3 months no first 3 months no and after another 1 month so one time metua na aban de ni sato niam no so a now who aban timi nton niam no this aban e de court na judge no ama auctioneer
yes to come and auction it
yes you have say obakoje cheat wo Jubilee as baby.
Okay.
It's one of the process now.
The time the next show. But my cow say the PNC, the People's National Convention, one more year primaries next week Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
Now presidential candidate in Perifumi, David Apasera.
Yeah.
Or no number one.
Yes.
And a Bernard Mona. And that number two. Now,
national chairmanship, Samson Nasaki, me that number one.
Who one? That's the one we need.
My minister that number two.
One no we need.
Omuntoma Bemano. Asaki should go for the chairmanship and revamp, restructure and rebrand and
reposition. As I come on one timeline, I'll see 2028, but 2024 there.
The president that they will elect on Tuesday will come out with his policy.
Okay.
And somebody will go and sell him.
Okay.
Yes, but
all right. Thank you so much. Incoming chairman for the PNC, Samson Asaki Awingo bid next week Tuesday. PNC for Monto Emano, number national chairman. Joseph Paddy, Director of Communication, Guta. Thank you so much. And Commander the power, we shall for your brother call Sanse or the next show. Menoka say Minya Bahu Fair or Sono Vicky Zuga at Transi. The Red Light Show, yeah, they twas so ama mamena production team na say omo Bajuma Park asiesha say oti Minya Sadat Mohammed enka wa hwe una hu hia me o yes let's share what cause I hear you team Sanse ha na ni pani nyina ewo we shall come the David ofuri safo bongo divara na me admire say every Sunday